Like the lighthouse keepers of the past across New England, the keeper of the lights holds an important position here at Gillette Stadium, sounding that fog bell and signaling it is time for football in Foxborough. Today, we have an all-AFC meeting between the Houston Texans and the New England Patriots.
Please welcome your 2026 New England Patriots!
Andres Borregalis ready to get us started. And we're off and running from Gillette. On the return, it's Jalen Knoll. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. So here come the Texans for their opening drive. Leading them out, our 2023 Offensive Rookie of the Year. Now in his third season out of Ohio State, it's C.J. Stroud.
It didn't take long for C.J. Stroud to make an immediate impact into the NFL, and it didn't take long for me, Kate, to form an opinion that this guy's just different. He just processes the game quicker. Remember talking to Ryan Day on the practice field in Columbus, watching him in college, and he just alluded to that as well. It's the anticipation. It is knowing where everybody is and getting that ball out before any receiver will even break on a route. CJ was unique in that way, and that skill set has been a big part of his success.
Manages just a yard on first down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. From the gun, Stroud. Hits him on the out route. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
5 men in the secondary now for the Pats, 3rd down. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Pressure comes, and there's no place to go. The Patriots got him. And this defense makes the stop in a big way to bring up 4th down.
Every defense in this league is going to sign up for a 3-and-out to begin a ball game. But to send them off the field, to really add that extra tone setter by backing them up with a sack, well, that's the cherry on top of that 3-and-out.
Texans going to kick this away on 4th, and it's Tommy Townsend on for the punt. Marcus Jones back to return for the Patriots. Fair catch signaled for and made at the 32-yard line. So now it's the Patriots' turn to head out for the first time on offense. They'll be led out by last year's 3rd overall pick. He started 12 games last year as a rookie. That's Drake May.
It really took no time at all for May to prove, well, he's a franchise quarterback and worthy of that top 5 pick. Got his first start in early October, and all he did was throw for over 2,200 yards and 15 touchdowns. And don't forget about those 400 yards on the ground. He's an athlete, too.
They'll run it with Travion Henderson. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
As that linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field, all I'm thinking about right now, Kate's training camp. Because that's the middle drill right there. That is textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Quick throw completed by May. Short gain in the end to about the 36-yard line. Azeez Al-Shire that time on the tackle.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 6.
3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. They'll throw 3rd and long. The Texans closing in, and they get to him. And that sack brings the offense to fourth down.
That's exactly how you draw it up defensively. A 3 and out and a sack on top of it. Create that negative play. Create a little doubt in that quarterback's mind. And offensively, well, that's the worst way to start it. No rhythm, no tempo, and now you give the ball right back to the opponent.
Patriots punt team coming out with former 6th-rounder Bryce Behringer to do the honors. And he's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt. Now we'll see the Houston offense for their second drive of the contest. They didn't start the game off like they wanted, Brock. Still searching for that opening first down as they take the field a second time. So they'll head up here, 1st and 10 from the 34. They'll start this drive with Marks. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock him behind the sticks. Job well done there.
Stroud off the play fake. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw, but it's incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released, and that sure altered the throw.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stroud. And the hit is made, so they bed to the competition, but they didn't break, Brock, as they forced this 4th down.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
New England taking the field. Its second series of the game coming up. And they haven't gotten their legs under them on offense just yet, Brock. 3 plays and a punt on their opening drive. Patriots lining up. It's 1st and 10. Starting on the ground with Henderson. And call that one a gain of, let's say, 2 yards. It's 2nd down.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. May now from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
3rd and just 2 to go. Throwing now on 3rd and 2. Complete beyond the marker. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it stopped.
5-yard gain.
They'll say he got 5 there, but Brock, all they care about is the first down that comes with it.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. Well, a tight end that moves the chains on 3rd down, that's a QB's best friend.
1st down now, ball at the 33. From the gun, it's May. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And they send him out of bounds as he gets this to the opposing 45. It's a gain of 22. And the Patriots will have a first down.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about two things: separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks, that's the trust, and then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
Brought in, a big gain here for Diggs. And he has it to the 23-yard line as he's brought down. They strike for 23 yards. And that's a New England first down.
Patriots, first down.
The analytics will tell you a handful of these kind of plays per game, and your odds per drive of scoring go way up.
Bringing the offense up to the line. 1st and 10. And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And he's stopped as we get closer to our first points of this ball game. It's going to be 1st and goal now.
14 more yards. That's good for a Patriots first down.
I love that jet sweep for so many different reasons, Kate. But I really love when you get your athlete coming across, building up speed so you can take off once that edge is set. He cuts it upfield, turns that type of run into a highlight reel run.
He brings it in. And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
2nd and goal coming up, 5 yards to the end zone. To throw, here's May. Setting up the screen with Henderson. Touchdown, New England. The Patriots go up 6-0 here in the first. No hesitation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, to draw up plays that have all sorts of different options, but it's even better when you don't have to get to your second read. His first broke open just like they planned, and that's 6 in the end.
This is Andres Borregales trying to tack on the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Patriots will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Texans nothing.
Now Borregales on to send it away. Here's Tremon Smith with the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Houston's offense back out now, ready to go. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, well, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
Texans to the line, 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Marks. Powering his way forward a bit. Give him about 6 there to begin this drive.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3. Looking to throw, Stroud. Taken in by Kirk right side. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. Pick up a 5 on that play. And it'll be 1st down, Houston.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
1st down now, ball at the 33. Here's Stroud. Short pass brought in. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. They get 19 on that pickup. And it'll be a 1st down, Texans.
If they get a handful of these types of plays per game, the pass game coordinator is going to be one happy camper.
And the Texans.
Football's on the 48. Here we go. First down. Stroud completes it quick. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. That's 16 on the pickup. And it'll be first down, Houston.
That's another Texans first down. First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
From the gun, Marks gets it. And he's going to take this down to the 11-yard line. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
Even with everything he racked up on that run, you could argue he deserved maybe a little bit more. That call was the perfect one to break for big yards. The only thing that saved the defense from a score was getting that contact to slow him down and eventually, finally, stop him.
Taps it quick to the receiver coming across. And he only gets this one down to the 9. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Running the toss here to Marks. And 2 yards, all he can get. It's third down.
Yeah, that defense was flying to the ball. You see that outside toss. It's a pursuit drill that they work on over and over again. Get to that toss before it can really get started.
Nice drive here. It's up to 8 plays as they get set for 3rd and 6. To the air, Stroud. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
There's not a quarterback alive that enjoys throwing it away on 3rd down. But that's a good case right there of live to play another day. Live to play another series and don't put the ball in harm's way.
Kaimi Fairbairn out there now to try a field goal for the Texans on this 4th down. Pretty automatic look for him from the left. Up and good from Fairbairn. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
Well, that's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. On the return, here's Travion Henderson. Making some progress here. He's going to reach that 34-yard line before he stopped. Here's New England, ready once again on offense. They really had the passing game clicking on that last touchdown drive, partner. We'll see if they stick with that or if they mix things up a bit on this series. So they'll head up here, 1st and 10 from the 34. Operating from the gun, here's May. It's complete, Kyle Williams. And he's going to be taken down here after he takes it to the 45. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
It's Henderson on the give. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. May looking to throw. Short pass caught by his tight end. And just gets back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, the defense was ready for that throw, stopping him right in his tracks, right at the line of scrimmage.
Texans bring out an extra DB on this 3rd down. Throw here, third down. Trying for the deep ball. The defender was waiting for that one to make a play on it, knocked it away, forcing fourth down.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. The quarterback's fortunate. That was one hand and not two hands that got on the football.
The Patriots have their punting unit out. The Texans have Jalen Noel at the ready. And this is the punt you want every time. He bounces out of bounds and sticks them inside their own 10. Now we get a look at this Texans offense. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Stroud. Completes it downfield to Kirk. And this winds up being an excellent play for them from deep in their own territory, up approaching that 30-yard line.
First down.
Give him 24 yards on that one. And it'll be a first down, Texans.
First down, Texans.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10. Gets marks on the handoff. And he gets this one up to the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
It's a gain of 11. That's another Texans first down. A gain of 11.
Let's see, first it was a pass, now it's a great gain on the ground. They've got this defense on their heels.
From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10. And they send a man in motion. Stroud off of play action. Has him running the comeback. And he's tackled for a short gain.
Typically, when you throw that comeback, you're looking for a little bit more yardage. But if you've heard me say it once, Kate, you'll hear me say it 100 times. Never, ever turn down a completion.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. They go play action with Stroud. This one's to Kirk out left side. This one nearly moves the chains, but he stopped just shy of that marker. 6-yard pickup brings up third down.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Third down run by Marks. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I don't know what it is, Kate, but I love third down runs. I really do. I know the receivers don't always like it because it's money down and they want the ball, but a third down run for a first down can be so demoralizing to that defense.
They've got a man in motion. First down throw by Stroud. Quick slant here to Kirk. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. It's a gain of 12 on that one, and it'll be first down, Houston.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
So they'll head up here, 1st and 10 from the 34. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Hits him on the out route. And he's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
Kate, when you watch the combine, you'll watch guys try to make this throw. And without chemistry, it's so hard to execute. That was picture perfect. That's a QB and receiver on the same page because that route, that deep out to the field, that takes just a different level of connectedness.
And he finds him 6 yards on that first down run. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up.
So while they're in the huddle, partner, we've arrived at the end of our first quarter. We've got the Patriots in front. More from Gillette Stadium in just a minute. Welcome back. Time for our second quarter. The Texans with a chance to score. On second down, Marks. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into first and goal.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great blocking and spring of guys hitting blocks downfield and a back who can show off his wheels.
Might be trying to power this across, Brock. They've got 3 tight ends out there. It's first and goal. Chubb does not get in. His push is stopped just short of that goal line.
Hey, I get it on first and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Options are open here, and this is second and inches. Here's a handoff to Marks. And he gets in. Touchdown! The Texans take a second quarter lead.
Touchdown, Texans!
Here's Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Texans push their lead to 3.
10, Patriots 7.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff.
Kickoff for Houston.
Return coming from the 6. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. The Patriot offense making their return to the field. And as they get set, partner, gotta imagine they're bringing some urgency with them to the field this drive too.
Yeah, I think you and I both know in calling these NFL games, that sense of urgency can be replaced by full-blown panic in a hurry. So find a way to possess the ball and, more importantly, score some points.
New England bringing the offense to the line. First and 10. Shotgun handoff to Henderson. And he'll knife his way through for a pickup of 4.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. But that's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
At the 33-yard line.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's second and 6. Going play action. May makes the grab in bounds left side. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. They'll get 16 yards on that play. And the Patriots will have a first down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's second and 8. May now from the gun. Throw left side, caught by Douglas. And this one only manages a yard before coming to an end out of bounds. It's going to be third down.
Pickup brings up 3rd and 6.
They'll air it out on 3rd. That one complete to Diggs. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31.
16 yards.
That's 16 on the pickup. And that's a New England first down.
First and 10.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
New set of downs for him from the 31. Henderson here from the gun. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just sometimes you got to run into darkness. Just go where there is no lane and hope that something opens along the way. That linebacker said, not this time.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's May. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And this defense going to try to hang on to that momentum, Brock, as they go for another stop on 3rd down.
When nothing opens up, that becomes a pretty clear throwaway spot. I mean, that is textbook throwaway spot right there, Kate. Get outside the box, chuck it into the 3rd row, and avoid exactly what happened right there. Because now 3rd down is so much harder.
Texans going with 6 DBs for this 3rd down. They're in dime. 3rd and long for him here. That one complete to Stevenson. Looks great initially, but he is short on that first down marker. They rallied to him in time to force the 4th down.
I know that completion doesn't move the chains, but I love it nonetheless. You make sure that defense is aware of every eligible player going out, and this time it was out of the backfield with the running back that shows he's adept at catching it as well.
Running for it, it's Henderson. And his short game gets them a new set of downs.
The beauty of that execution, Kate, is he didn't even know he was going to get the ball there on 4th down in that RPO. So extra credit for the focus and even more so for the conversion.
At the 20-yard line.
To the line and set. Here we go, 1st down. Working inside the red zone. Finds a man, right side. And it's another 1st down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
13 yards.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. To hit a curl route of that length, it takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
They go heavy on this 1st and goal. 3 tight ends in the formation. Trying to run it in. It's Henderson. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal.
7-yard line.
Guessing everybody in the huddle on the sidelines sure wanted a little bit more from that run, but you didn't go backwards. Still in a great spot and can't wait to see what they do here on 2nd and goal.
Ball placed at the 7. It's 2nd and goal. Here's May to the air. Setting up the screen with Henderson.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
Third and hardly anything. Just need the length of the football. Trying to sneak May. And he gets it on the sneak. Touchdown! The Patriots take a second-quarter lead. Drake made the touchdown on a quarterback sneak to the end zone. All right, Brock, wondering your thought here, because to me it felt like they already had a play picked out to go for it on 4th down if that sneak hadn't worked. Do you agree?
Well, by they, if you mean the guys in the booth on the sideline, sure. But the 11 on the field, that effort just showed you they were not thinking about anything else but pushing it across the line.
One after is good by Borregales. And the Patriots take a 4-point lead.
Patriots 14, Texans 10.
Now Borregales on to send it away. Noel to return this.
10.
He stopped on the run back at the 27.
The
Texans sending their offense, and Woody Marks out there. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3 and out for this offense right here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch their breath and turn some of the momentum in the building.
All right, the Houston offense looks set, Brock. Here's 1st and 10. Now it's Stroud. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete. Jaden Higgins, the intended receiver that time. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Stroud to throw again on 2nd. Catch made by Woody Marks. And he's going to go out with a pickup of 3, so chipping away a few here ahead of this 3rd down.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stroud. This connects with Schultz. And in a blink, they are up to midfield before somebody manages to stop him. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. This is Marks. And they will stop him as he gets this down to their 39-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
That's another Texans 1st down. 1st and 10.
You know what I call that play, Kate? I call that a confidence injector. It just injects belief in that O-line, that running back, and most importantly, that play caller knowing he can call a run and he can get a 1st down too.
Hauled in left side. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Well, there's a time to be a little finessey with the football, put a little touch on, and then there's time to put your arm into it and let it eat through, right through your target's chest. This one, well, that one right there was the latter. Smart to make a fastball zing in before anyone could undercut the curl route.
Here's a counter give to Chubb. He's got it in the red zone. And he's going to be stopped, but not before he gets it down to the 14.
Gain of 18.
They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
Texans 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 14.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the 1st down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
First and 10, he keeps it on the option. And he'll go down here, covers up nicely after a gain of 7. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3.
The difference right there, Kate, between that gain and a big hit for a loss, some really quick decision-making. He made a quick read, saw the running back was going to get hit if he handed it, and he pulls it himself for a positive gain.
From the gun, Stroud has it in close. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans take a 2nd quarter lead. Nico Collins with a touchdown. So Brock, good work there to finish off the drive in the end zone and retake the lead.
You just get this feeling every once in a while in games, this sucker's going to be a back-and-forth football game. So what a great job offensively to jump out in front here in the first half of play.
Fairbairn now for the PAT.
For the extra point.
Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Texans push their lead to 3.
17. Patriots 14.
Urban Meyer has it all set up for the kickoff. Has this at the 6. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The New England offense running out now. And they're coming off an excellent series throwing the football that led to that touchdown, Brock. So you and I both expecting that defense to be looking for that on this series. Patriots lining up. It's 1st and 10. May looking to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
2nd and 3 now. They give now to Henderson. And this will only complicate matters for third down, partner. They're sent backwards.
What was supposed to move the chains or at least make third down easier to handle instead? Well, did the exact opposite here, Kate. It now makes this third down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6. Third and long. They're going to throw. And that one's too far in front of them, so now they're facing 4th down.
That one really stings, Kate, because you want to convert there and not only keep this drive going for points, but because now you're giving your opponent a chance to go pad that lead before halftime. That's a no-no.
Bryce Baringer on now to punt. And he's hoping for a well-placed strike. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. Before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. The Texans send wide receiver Nico Collins ready to go once again. They were able to say mission accomplished on their last series, finding that end zone, but the work, well, it starts all over again right now.
And you know this, Kate, from our years together of doing this. I'm a firm believer of call it till they stop it. It doesn't mean you have to innovate right away. Call the same plays until they stop them, because they proved last drive they couldn't.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Shotgun now, first round. And after making a catch, he is decked quickly at the 38. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And it'll be a first down, Texans.
As a quarterback, when you throw that curl route, you know it's a tight window, Kate. But the minute that DB turns and can't react to the throw, you put it right on your receiver's numbers. He comes back and gets it and moves the sticks.
Round throwing here on 1st. Completes, dialing up Collins again. And it doesn't get much, up to maybe their own 40. Christian Gonzalez getting there for the tackle.
Gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 40-yard line.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Going left with Marks. Pop behind the line here on 2nd down, which is only going to make things tougher for this 3rd down coming up. Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill or sideline to sideline like that.
To the air on 3rd and long. He has the first over the middle. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. He picks up 15 on the play. And it'll be first down, Houston.
1st and 10 at the 47.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47. To the air, Stroud. Short pass brought in. And they get there to take him down right around the 41.
Hey, you like these results on 1st. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook wide open.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Now a give to Marks. And they make this stop. We're going to say it about the 37-yard line. 5 yards on that play and enough for a new set of downs.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a third down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next third down coming.
New set of downs from 37. Here's Stroud on 1st and 10. Right side cut by Higgins. Great coverage all the way to the sideline. They're on him to end that quick pass before he can get vertical.
Well, if they were concerned about losing yards, running it on 1st down, it just happened anyway. Not many passes end in a loss. Hopefully they got a little more aggressive strategy coming here on 2nd down.
Here's Stroud now. They'll set up the screen here for Marks. Not a lot of space, maybe to the 33. Brought down by the veteran, Carlton Davis.
A gain of 5.
That's called the quarterback's best friend, Kate. Gains like that on the screen aren't possible without everyone doing their job. One missed assignment is the difference between a big gain and being dropped for a loss.
They'll air it out on 3rd. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. 1 minute, 58 seconds remaining in half number 1, partner. More from Gillette after this.
A 50-yard attempt.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that'll double their lead to 6.
14.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff.
For Houston.
Fielded by Henderson. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Patriots running their offense out there. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. First call here coming from the shotgun. Here's May. He put everything he had into this one. And the downfield call is going to go unanswered. Defender saw to that. That incompletion means it's 2nd down.
I don't fault the look downfield at all. I mean, that was just a situation there where it's a better defensive play than the offense executing.
Still 10 to go. It's 2nd down now from the 26. Back to the air. It's May. Finds him over the middle. Short pickup to their own 31. Play made by E.J. Speed.
It's a gain of 5.
There's no question, Kate, that the big plays down the seam or what make tight ends a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage, it gets good coverage, contested catches that really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
May now to throw on 3rd. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
Another punt coming up. Bryce Behringer to do the honors again. Noel back deep to return this. Takes it in at the 26. And he's brought down before the return gets far. The Texans and C.J. Stroud all set to go for their next drive. And we're all hoping his hot start can continue. He's been putting up some numbers early in this contest. Nice starting spot for the Texans here. They're about set. 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Throwing the out route complete. And he goes out close to that 45-yard line.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
2nd and 3 now. Here's Stroud. Higgins downfield, and he has it. And he's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. Give him 38 on that one. And it'll be a first down, Texans.
First down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Has it down close. And they're going to get this down to the 4 before being stopped.
15 more yards.
Timeout taken by the Patriots. They're 1st and 3. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
1st and goal, Houston.
Offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Here's Stroud again. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans grow their lead just before halftime. Nico Collins with the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
Fairbairn now for the PAT.
For the extra point.
Right down the middle, it's good. And the Texans bump the lead up to 13 points.
Patriots 14.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Fielded by Henderson. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Patriots back on offense late in the first half. And down a couple of scores, Brock. They're probably going to try to get this into field goal range, trying to trim that lead. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. They'll start this series with an option left. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. Now we're going to have a timeout by New England. It's 2nd.
That's good.
And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
Big shot to begin the drive has him up beyond the 40. On play action, here's May. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete. This one misses the tight end. And now it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive downfield. I love the call. I love pushing the ball down the field. But the windows in the throwing lanes aren't there long, and it only takes a little bit for a throw to be off.
2nd and 10. Here's May. Hits him on the out route. And he's able to move past the 45 before going out.
Kate, if there was one throw in the game plan that kept me up at night more than any other, it was an out route versus zone coverage. Because you got to throw with anticipation, but you also got to make sure those defenders' eyes aren't reading you like a book.
The Texans are in the nickel, 3rd down. From the gun, it's May. He's going for it himself. Now the Patriots calling their 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
First down.
Give him 8 on that one. And the Patriots will have a first down. Operating from the gun, here's May. This one to Williams out left side. And out of bounds right at the 40-yard line.
I know I could sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
Offense to line, this is 2nd and 4. May now from the gun. That one's cut along the left sideline. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw, when you throw it that deep outside the numbers, that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
From the red zone on 1st. And he has it in the end zone for the New England touchdown. The Patriots make it a one-score game before halftime. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
Rory Gallis on for the extra point.
For the extra point.
The point after splits the uprights. And the Patriots get it back to within 6.
27. Patriots 21.
So here's the kickoff, Brock. Just 6 points now separating our teams. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own
the Texans sending their offense, and Woody Marks out there. And he has run roughshod over them in this opening half. Pretty sure this is the exact kind of start that he was hoping to have here. They've got first down here, but just 18 seconds to work with. They'll motion him out of the backfield. Stroud from the pistol. Lasers this one deep down the middle. That's grabbed inside the 30. And he has it down near the red zone, just outside the 20.
It's a pickup of 44
now just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense, and they could try for some points going into the break.
A pickup of 44 yards on the play. First down, Houston.
Now it's Kaimi Fairbairn on to try it for the Texans. It's a 38-yarder from the left hash. Up and good from Fairbairn. And that'll make it a 2-score game.
Pretty obvious right there. That field goal doesn't happen without the big strike before it. But you know what I love, Kate? I love the sense of urgency. Everybody on the same page. They needed that big play to put points on the board.
So we'll see if it's a kick return that ends our half, or if we get a play from scrimmage, as this one's away. So it's a touchback on the kickoff, and we're going to get one final snap here in the half.
35-yard line.
One last play before the break. Throwing here just before halftime. He's going to get a hand in there and knock that one away. So second down now after the incompletion. So entering the locker room, got ourselves a 2-score game. It's time to hear from Scott Hansen. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone. Scott Hansen here on the 5th floor studios. A little abridged version of the halftime report here, as both defensive coordinators might be having speaks with their players. That begs the question, can any defense get a stop in the second half? To find out, let's go back out to the stadium and join our commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
As always, big thanks to our guy Scott Hansen and everyone down in Orlando. We're back looking at a 2-score game here, Brock, as our third quarter gets underway. The first half controlled by the offenses, Brock. Let's see if the defenses can take over in the second half. We're underway. Fields this one at the 3. He stopped on the run back at the 27. The New England offense with the football. They get it first here in the second half. They'll try to get that ground game established better than they did in the opening half, Brock. See if they can attack that deficit. New England bringing the offense to the line. 1st and 10. A handoff for Henderson, running left. And they're going to get to him right along that midfield strike, Brock, as he's sent out. We'll get 22 out of that play. And that's a New England first down.
Those outside runs, so critical for running back, quarterback, O-line to hit their targets. They got a target area to expose that defense and make the most of it, and that offense just put on display some teaching tape for it.
Off the play action, May. He's got it downfield near the edge. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains.
You know I love those chunk completions. They're so critical. Those chunk plays, they lead statistically so often to scoring. And then when you get it to a tight end and play action, it's just a little icing on the cake.
Trying an inside give to Henderson. And he's going to get this down to the 9. That puts him in goal to go.
14 more yards.
I just love that so much, Kate. Yeah, they trailed at the break, but that doesn't deter you from running the ball. And results like that will more than likely have them lean into the run game.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. From the red zone now. Caught just shy of the goal line. He's in for the New England touchdown. The Patriots cut into the lead coming out of halftime. It's a Stephon Diggs touchdown. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
Boy Gallis on for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Patriots cut the lead down to just 2.
30. Patriots 28.
We're down to a 2-point difference as they send the kick away. Noel to return this. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. The Texans sending their offense, and Woody Marks out there. They've certainly had no issues scoring, but their opponents have been right there with them, so they could really use some more points on this drive. Texans to the line, 1st and 10. Off the play action, here's Stroud. He's going to dump this one off to the fullback, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds after it looks like about a yard there. 2nd down coming up.
It's always nice to see teams still employ a fullback. I love rewarding the big guy with some touches during a game. They earn those looks. That was a well-run route, and he showed some soft hands to bring it in.
Out the middle, it's Marks. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain, so Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
You want to see the term read and react with a little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
3rd down here, need 8 on the play. 3rd and long for him here. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down.
That was a situation where he got the time in the pocket he needed. There just wasn't anyone open to throw it to. It got to the point he had 2 choices as that clock is going off in his head. Force a throw and risk a pick, or just get rid of it and cut your losses on the play.
And some textbook work covering that punt. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return. The Patriots and Stephon Diggs getting set for this next offensive possession. All their scoring has kept them close, but they still find themselves trailing by just a little in this 3rd quarter. Patriots lining up. It's 1st and 10. Here's made in the air. Dumped off to his running back. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how, I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make you pay.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Quick throw completed by May. And he'll get them enough for a 1st down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
At the 39-yard line.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39. May on 1st and 10.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Back to the line they come, 2nd down. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. He'll get this to Henry. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47.
Sure nice to see them looking for their tight ends in the passing game. Such great size to have out there. It really forces defenses to try to find a way to defend them along with everybody else.
3rd and just 2 to go. Anderson's going to take this straight ahead. And ooh, this one does not have a chance. They were ready for that one, and the effort brings up 4th down.
That's one of those plays, Kate, as an offense, it just sticks with you a little bit. It bothers you that you just can't convert on a very manageable down and distance. And on the other side, well, it sure gives you some confidence defensively to get off the field.
Punt team on the field. And he's going to do the honors for the 4th time today. And this one skips out of bounds and will be marked inside the 30. The Texans sending their offense, and Woody marks out there. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this 3rd quarter. All right, the Houston offense looks set, Brock. Here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Stroud. Short pass brought in. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
2nd and 3 now. Shotgun now for Stroud. Completed over the middle. And he's going to be brought down in enemy territory now at the 46. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down.
1st down. A gain of 21 yards. 1st down, Texans.
Oh, things weren't about to end after the 1st hit or the 2nd. This tight end had a vision for what he wanted to happen after the catch, and he was going to take on all comers to try to make it a reality.
1st and 10 now from the 46. Stroud off of play action. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there when you saw the field. It's going to be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd.
Kate, from my vantage point up here, that was pretty close to drawing a penalty flag. Risky decision on 1st down, but there was a target in the area, so thus, no penalty, and we move on to 2nd.
No luck on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, Marks gets it. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This gets down inside the 35-yard line. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
And the Texans, 1st down.
He easily had the yardage for a 1st, but he was hungry for a lot more. I think that tackle prevented something that was going to be a lot bigger than just a 1st down pickup.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And he's got about 9 on that run, partner. Down inside the 30.
Brought down at the 20.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
1st down carry got him 9 yards. Here comes 2nd and 1. In the pistol, they're going to run with Marks. Oh, he loses the football. Scooped up by the Patriots. And they're going to take possession of the football, but they're going to do it deep on their own side of the field.
You know, we could go down on that field and ask any player about the first lessons they learned in the game of football, and almost every one of them, Kate's going to say the same thing. Ball security. I bet he could even hear his old high school coach's voice in his ears right now, telling him next time, you got to hang on to it better.
The Patriots offense all set to go. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. So just like all touchdowns, all turnovers also reviewed, and they want to take another look at this one. Yeah, pretty bang-bang play out there. It's tough to see exactly what happened on our first look in real time.
But you know what I like here, and I do appreciate, and these officials are so good at let the play just play itself out before calling it dead. Now all the replays and the camera angles will give us such a better idea of really what happened.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
Take that fumble away. The officials overturn the call and say he was down. You keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. It's Marks on the handoff. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. You can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain.
Where one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Now Marks. All right, they bought him a little room. That run good for 6 on 2nd down.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
Leading 4 here on 3rd down. This is going to be the 9th play of this drive. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Getting out to his left. And this one does not go far. Now following the play, one of the Texans banged up in some pain. We're going to pause as he gets checked on. Kaimi Fairbairn out there now to try a field goal for the Texans on this 4th down. High percentage look for him here from the left hash. Up and good from Fairbairn. And that grows the lead to 5.
But when we start discussing who their most dependable scorer is in this game, I don't think it's one of these skill guys, not even the quarterback, who comes to my mind first. I'm going to bring up this kicker. He's now a perfect 4 for 4 on field goals and contributing big time to this lead.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff.
The kickoff for Houston.
Fielded by Henderson. Showing a little burst so far. All right, and in the end, Brock, this is going to make it out to the 30. The Patriots and quarterback Drake May ready to go once more on offense. And he'll be happy to keep letting it fly as much as he has all game. Look at these numbers. They show just how effective he's been in captaining this offense. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Starting on the ground with Henderson. Good hit on the grounds here. That's going to be a 9-yard pickup as it's 2nd down.
He's tackled at the 40.
While that run may not move the chains, Kate, that is such a confidence builder. It sets the tone for more play action, maybe more runs. That's exactly how you want to start a drive.
Last run got him 9, so now they need one more here on 2nd down. May looking to throw. Finds him over the middle. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, partner, from the 45. May now. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be a yard shy of the 1st as they force him out after the gain of 9.
Out of bounds.
Kid, I promise you, if you and I got to travel the country and watch young quarterbacks, even really good high school quarterbacks, out routes are the hardest to complete. Slants, goes, fades, all that stuff comes somewhat naturally, but really trusting yourself to throw that out route, that comes with time and experience.
Here's May. Right side and into the hands of Douglas. And he works this to the 38 before going down. Give him 8 yards on the play. And the Patriots will have a 1st down.
There's no question the greatest concern there was just getting the 1st down. You want a high percentage throw, and you're not really concerned about big yards. Well, the drag route was perfect. He comes open in the short field. It's easy to zip that throw right in there and reset those chains.
Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play. And we'll pause here for an injured Texans player. Looks like he's shaken up, and they'll get someone out there to look at him. come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Staying on the ground here with Henderson. And he gets this all the way to the 25 before they stop him. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's a New England first down.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's May. Complete to Diggs out left. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. Cut near the goal line. Touchdown, New England. The Patriots take a 3rd quarter lead.
Touchdown, Patriots.
So that, Brock, an important score here as they move out in front.
You know, Kate, this is the time of the game where fatigue starts to set in every once in a while. But that right there was a determined-looking drive. They were not going to be denied and able to score and take the lead.
Here we go. Mike Vrabel getting his offense set to go for 2.
The Patriots will line up for a
May will throw. Escapes the pocket. And he gets back to the line, but no more. Well, no harm in going for it there, Brock. Wanted to make it a field goal game, but their advantage instead stays at 1.
Yeah, that data book tells you it's the right call to make because we're here in the second half. Leading by 2 instead of just 1 doesn't make much of a difference either way. You still now trail with an opposing field goal, and that's what they've got to defend against right now.
Now Borregales on to send it away.
Kickoff for New England.
Noel to return this. He's got a lane up past the 30. Coverage team tracking him down as he reaches the 35. The Texans send wide receiver Nico Collins ready to go once again. And he has kept his pace up in the second half. His quarterback more than happy to keep throwing it his way, considering what he's been able to do with his looks all game. The Texans set up nicely as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. They'll start this drive with Marks. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Here's a handoff to Marks. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down.
He's brought down.
A couple yards on the run. It's 3rd and 6 now.
A gain of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
To the air on 3rd and long. That's caught. This is Kirk. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line.
13 yards on
It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
First down. A gain of 13 yards. First down, Houston.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
First down, Stroud. They'll set up the screen here for Marks. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play.
You could see that screen develop as the linemen pull right out in front. Sets up a nice game. Love to see a running back utilize the big man in front of him.
2nd and 3 now. From the gun, Stroud. Finds his back, marks. And this drives him back at a field goal range, Brock, as he's stopped for loss of yardage.
That just might be a throw he regretted as soon as you let it go. I know that feeling. He was doing all he could to find a completion down the field, but they were all over that check down and ready to turn it into a negative play.
The Patriots adding an extra defensive back out there for this 3rd down. Here's Stroud again. He puts some air under it, deep down the left. So the coverage holds up on the deep ball. That's going to force 4th down.
I'll tell you what, Kate, challenging this guy in a close game, you are tempting fate. He got one hand on it. He gets 2. It could have gone the other way.
The Texans set to punt. Tommy Townsend will kick it away. Ooh, baby, there's way too much behind that kick, and he knew it. So that's all the way over the end zone for a touchback. The Patriots and quarterback Drake May ready to go once more on offense. And they sure surprised us, going for 2 in that spot on their last drive. Not sure we're going to see that call come out here again. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. First play of the drive, and he takes an option left. Only able to get back to the line on that 1st down play, so no gain.
Nice little welcoming party waiting for him at the line of scrimmage. No surprises that time. This defense was ready.
2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
1st down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Handoff headed left. Henderson. And the gain only about 2 before he heads out. That means they're going to face 3rd down.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Third and long. They're going to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that is 3 sacks for this defense in this contest, and that one forces a 4th down.
The ultimate team sport still has so many times games within the game, individual battles, and right now, they don't have an answer for this guy. It may be time to turn the line to Chip to find some way to protect the quarterback.
Their punter making his way out now. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. Across the 45. And he works this down to the 41. The Texans and wide receiver Nico Collins ready to go once again. Well, their last drive, not the one they want to replicate after they were forced to punt it away. So 1st down from the 41. To the air, Stroud. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. 2nd down.
Incomplete.
You hear defensive coaches on every practice field we're on preach not giving up the big play, especially at the NFL level. They'll need to stay vigilant because they're definitely going to use that receiver to take the lid off this defense again.
2nd and 10, Stroud to throw. Forces one through double coverage. Oh, it's intercepted. That is Marcus Jones. He got in front of that one for the pick. Looked like that that's the receiver it was designed to go to on that play, too.
Yeah, the QB just must have missed the lurky defender in coverage right there. That's where, as a QB, you've got to have the vision to not just see your route, but see those defenders in front of it. If you stare down your receivers in this league, turnovers follow.
Here's New England, ready once again on offense. They didn't add to their lead last time out. They punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. New England bringing the offense to the line. 1st and 10. It's Henderson on the give. And he stopped after picking up 9, so they're set up well here with 2nd and 1.
That run may not have gotten you a first, but sure, a nice little run to set the table.
On the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
Less than a ruler needed here on 2nd down. Sticking with Henderson. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. A gain of a lone yard, but Brock, that's all they needed. 1st down.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No 3rd down required now.
All set to go now from the 35. 1st down, and they go right back to him. And they're going to bring him down just after he crosses the 50.
It's a gain of 16 yards. That's another Patriots 1st down.
This is the end of the 3rd quarter. It's the Patriots with it, currently holding a not-so-comfortable lead here. Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff to Henderson. And this great effort winds up getting them well into enemy territory before he's brought down. They get an even 10 on that play. And the Patriots will have a 1st down.
1st down.
Danger, Kate. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39. Here's May on 1st and 10. Finds a man right side. And they take him down right along the 30.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the Texans' 30-yard line.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Henderson here from the gun. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the 1st down.
And the Patriots 1st down.
You know, Kate, if you notice those guys that love to feed themselves on the field, right? They love to just get more and more. They're hungry for even more. I'll tell you what, that tackle, it prevented something that's going to be a lot bigger, but that back remains hungry.
And they push him out just as he gets back to the line. 2nd down coming up.
That's pretty much textbook defense right there and how to stop a draw play. Guys near the line, keeping their eyes in the backfield, and then you collapsed all running lanes as soon as he got the ball.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Here's May to the air. He's got it to him yet again. That is caught. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. They gain 11 on that play. And that's a New England 1st down.
down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
Henderson on 1st and 10. Has some room to work. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
I think anytime these offensive coordinators in the NFL call a run play, they're just hoping for something positive. To get a first down, that's a bonus.
At the 1-yard line.
All set up for an insurance score here. It's 1st and goal. They'll try and run in with Stevenson. And he's going to fight forward and get in. Touchdown! The Patriots parlay the interception into points. Ramondre Stevenson, the touchdown! He broke the tackle he needed to, Brock. And how about that effort then to keep it going and eventually reach that end zone?
Yeah, that's awesome on the offensive side. Defensively, not every missed tackle is the same. It may be on a stat sheet, but sometimes that help to finish a play isn't arriving quick enough, and you're the only one, the last line of defense. And in that moment, you got to scratch, you got to claw, you got to tear to make the stop, because a broken tackle, well, can mean a touchdown.
Corey Gallis on for the extra point.
For the extra point.
Right down the middle, it's good. And the Patriots grow their lead to 8.
Patriots 41, Texans 33.
Now Borregales on to send it away. Here's Smith on the return. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Houston offense out and ready to set up shop. They have a chance to tie this game back up, but they got to get this to the end zone first on a touchdown, and then again on a 2-point try. Texans to the line, 1st and 10. Shaking off the pick quickly, he's going to throw. Short pass brought in. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 31-yard line.
Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2. Now a give to Marks. And that's not what the offense dialed up. They stick him for a loss. It's going to be 3rd down.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
Here they go, getting set for 3rd and 4. Shotgun now for Stroud. Completed over the middle. And they are on him short of that first down. They responded quickly to that throw. That brings up 4th down.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line. You feel good about it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
They're out now, ready to punt it. And they could really use a good one here. This one is fair caught, but let's see what that flag's all about. This drive may not be done.
Roughing the kicker. Defense.
A fortunate break for them as they get a gift with roughing the kicker. Their offense heading back out to keep things going.
Automatic first down.
This drive should have been over, partner, but running into the punter gives them new life and this first down. On play action, here's Stroud. Finds him on the crossing route. And they're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
That's another Texans first down. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
That wasn't going anywhere else on that play. It's one of the ones called specifically for the tight end because they know he's able to get a good release off that play action, and then he gets himself in space to do some damage.
First down, it's a run with Marks. And he'll get forward about 5 yards, it looks like. It's 2nd down now.
Really good patience right there. It's hard to do for runners in this league because these holes close up so fast. But he was patient, he was explosive, and he got a nice little gain on the ground.
First down run gets him 6, so now it is 2nd and 4. Here's Chubb up the middle. And he will not get the first, but this is close. Looks like they're going to have about a yard at most to gain after he picked up 3. 3rd down.
3-yard pickup, and it's 3rd down.
Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it forward a yard to reset the downs. Stroud on the sneak. And they're going to down him by contact as they've got enough for a new set of downs.
It's a gain of 2. And the Texans first down. 2 yards on the play.
Everybody understood the assignment right there. For one guy, the quarterback, get the snap and make the marker. For the other 10, drive like mad, push like crazy, and create that space for the first.
He smartly won't risk anything here. Just chucks this away.
Those are the kind of decisions you got to make in that spot. And the smart quarterbacks, they seem to do it consistently. When you're in enemy territory, a throwaway is always better than risking a turnover.
After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10. Stroud completes it quick. So a solid gain there, Brock, but still 3rd down and short that they've got to figure out now as they pick up 9 on that previous play.
Brings up 3rd and
Small pass, big result. This dude is just a juggernaut with the football, and once he gets rolling, it gets tougher and tougher and tougher to stop him from playing add-on with those yards.
He keeps it himself. And he's going to have enough for the first down. Not by much, but he got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up with a 1st and goal.
That's another Texans first down. 1st and goal.
That may not look like much, but that is a confidence builder for quarterback and offensive line in particular. When you know you can push the pile on 3rd down on a sneak and get a 1st down, you may have to come back to that in a bigger moment in this one later.
And this is going to be a Houston touchdown. The Texans down by only 2 in the 4th. C.J. Stroud the touchdown. His 3rd total score this game. Great play by the QB there, Brock. The play broke down. He didn't have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, turned out to be the best call he could have made.
It is such a necessary tool in today's NFL for that QB to put right in his tool belt, Kate. You know, in my day, you could be a blacksmith. Right? You just do the job and stay in the pocket. Not anymore. You got to be an artist. And you got to be an artist that can create when things break down. And that's big time to get a touchdown out of it as well.
Ooh, and he can't shake the defense. They track him down in the backfield, and this 2-point attempt fails. Well, they took their shot at the tie, but they'll need to manufacture another score in the time remaining now as that 2-point try is unsuccessful.
It becomes a little bit tougher to punch it in for 2 when that defense knows what's on the line, too. That's a spot where their hand was forced after the touchdown. They had to do their best to surprise them with the call. Easier said, Kate, than done.
We're down to a 2-point difference as they send the kick away. Fielded by Henderson. Coverage coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
Patriots take over
The Patriots and quarterback Drake May ready to go once more on offense. And like we've seen from him before, Brock, he got a good game going early through the air and kept the pressure up from then on. He's still taking it to him now as we work through this second half. First call here coming from the shotgun. May now from the gun. Finds him over the middle. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
The goal of running that drag route is to get it to him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. They picked up a good chunk, and there was nearly room to add even more.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Operating from the gun, here's May. Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete. And he's brought down after a short gain.
That's a gain of 3.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe short gain on the throw, that's a go-to route to target.
3rd down, 1 yard to go. Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. He has the first over the middle. And he's going to take this down to the opposing 44. It's a gain of 22. And the Patriots will have a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. Now a shotgun handoff to Stevenson. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
Stevenson, the ball carrier. He was brought down by Kalen Bullock. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 41-yard line.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, it's May. Has him on the quick hitter. And he works this to the 38 before going down.
This defense didn't give up contain there, Kate. That was an instance where the more exciting plays were taken away downfield. And even looking to the tight end wasn't going to net them much.
So now here's 3rd and 5. To throw, here's May. Defender is there, he knocks it away, and that's going to force 4th down.
You know, it's one thing to tell a quarterback not to telegraph a pass. It's quite another to fundamentally do the right things. You got to use your eyes to move defenders in this league, especially on your primary target.
On now comes their punter. And this is going to put him up to 6 punts today. And this one ventures out of play on the fly. The question is where it's marked. Looks like they'll say the 17-yard line. Here come the Texans as they get set to take over on offense. They'll try to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended, Brock, in a touchdown. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. From the gun, Marks gets it. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
Got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
At the 19-yard line.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Looking to throw, Stroud. Setting up the running back screen. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
To this day, I could still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Now it's Stroud on the keeper. And he won't get beyond the line of scrimmage. Good work by the defense. Second down coming up.
It's easy for me to say up here in the friendly confines of the booth, Kate, but that was not the right read. And you hate seeing him absorb yet another hit at the end of the play. You never want him taking unnecessary shots throughout this game.
Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Dumps it off to his running back. And defenders arriving in support to finish him off at the line.
Some certainly do it better than others, Kate, but every running back in the league today has got to do just that. You cannot be a one-dimensional back in the league anymore. You can't. You got to be able to handle your business, both toting the ball as a runner, and really importantly as a check-down outlet on short throws.
Throwing on third down, Stroud. Into the hands of Schultz. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the fourth down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
And hey, at least he held onto the football, but they will get nothing on that return. The Patriots and Travion Henderson back out there for their next series. And they take the field in good but not great shape, Brock. They've got that lead, but no doubt they'd love to see it grow.
Yeah, and just having the lead does take some pressure off. It doesn't change the sense of urgency. It's always on tilt in the NFL, but it should allow them to operate a little more freely.
All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10. Drive starts with a carry by Stevenson. He spins right by him. And he's taken down just a couple of yards shy of the 40. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
A gain of 19 yards. That's good for a Patriots first down. First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
First down throw for May. Brought in right side. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. Timeout coming from the Texans. That's their first. May still have two to work with in this final quarter.
Well, nothing very fancy about that. That's just a textbook curl route. I think they were running curl routes last century, and it's a play that works a high percentage of the time then, just like it did now.
Second and 3 now. The give inside to Stevenson. He dodged the tackle. Space on the right. He's got room. Touchdown, New England. The Patriots push this to an 8-point game. Ramondre Stevenson, the touchdown. Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found a seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those, and you appreciate guys that can get on base. But it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
Point after upcoming, this for a 2-score lead to potentially clinch the win. The point after splits the uprights. And the Patriots push the lead to 2 scores now.
Patriots 48, Texans 39.
Now Borregales on to send it away.
For New England.
Noel to return this. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Out now come the Texans on offense. This could be the decisive drive. Down 2 scores late. They've got to find some points to get it back within 1. Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out. First down throw by Stroud. Higgins downfield, and he has it. And he has this down to the 34. They're going to move the chains after a big play, 39 yards.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
Stroud throwing here on first. Hits him on the out route. And they shove him out. Looks like he got about 6 before they did so. It's second down.
Kate, if you and I took a whirlwind tour and watched young quarterbacks, the hardest route to complete is this one. A lot of them could throw go routes and slants and drags and in cuts, but throwing that out route takes some time, takes some precision, and a whole bunch of trust between QB and receiver.
On second down, Marks running in the red zone. And he's out of bounds. They're set up well, though, with a 1st and goal after the 2-minute warning. Marks has nothing on that run. They stand strong and stop him at the 2.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
Ball at the 2 here for 2nd and goal. From the gun, Stroud. And this is caught for a score, and we are not done here yet.
Touchdown, Houston.
Well, we all know that he's somebody they like to have working down near the end zone, Brock, and there is so many ways they know how to use him down there.
Yeah, things are constantly different down there when you're trying to defend him, which is what makes defending him so tough, borderline impossible at times. He can make the smallest little tweaks to his route just like a receiver would, and it's a totally different animal, a nightmare for these defenses.
Point after, up and good by Fairbairn. And the Texans cut the lead down to just 2.
Texans 46.
Approaching 90 seconds remaining in this game. Not much time. They've got to get this one back. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. Ooh, can't get it back on the onside kick. Can still get a final chance with a quick 3 and out, though, albeit not with a lot of time for them left to work with.
Yeah, Kate, unless they can force a miracle turnover, and we've seen that before, a 3 and out is really the only avenue remaining. Defense, go buckle it up.
The Patriots and Travion Henderson back out there for their next series. And those legs must be tired, but he ain't stopping, Brock. Not with the type of game that he's been having for himself on the ground. First and 10 from the 43. On the toss, it's Stevenson. And they get him for a loss. That's a big one, Brock, and might see them burn a timeout. Houston calls it second timeout.
It's a loss of 2.
And they'll have just one left to burn now.
2nd and 12 at the Texans' 45-yard line.
Right there, we can do it. Get it together.
Went the wrong way on first down, Brock. Here comes 2nd and 12. A give up the middle to Stevenson. And the defense all over this run. Maybe got a yard there as he tried to bounce that one outside. Final timeout called by the Texans. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now. Texans bring out an extra DB on this third down. Setting up to pass. Hits his tight end on the corner route. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Every tight end worth his salt wanted this. Really craved man-to-man coverage. The best of them, give me man-to-man coverage, and I'm going to beat you. I was around Dallas Clark and Indy, one of the best. You play man-to-man, he's going to find a way to out-leverage you, separate from you, and make a play just as that tight end did.
So as they've done so many times before, Brock, the Patriots take the win here at Gillette Stadium. And finally, Brock, they can exhale and take a few breaths, because I don't imagine any of them were breathing easy during that one with how close this game was.
Them or us? We're both.
All of us.
Yeah,
all of the above.
It is so hard, Kate, to match the adrenaline surge they feel right now and that they felt at every major turn throughout the second half. There's just something about a close game, the intensity that's there in every moment that you love to experience as a player, and that you hope in all these moments you can execute so you're the one celebrating and riding that wave of emotion.